The picture you are about to see is the story of a dynamic part of a remarkable new industry. It is the story of Tupperware. Tupperware, a plastic houseware designed and made especially for the purpose of keeping foods fresher, longer, sealing flavor in, and keeping odors out. Tupperware is made from polyethylene, polypropylene, and polystyrene, relative newcomers to the wonderful world of imagination and industry. Tupperware is one of the brightest stars in the plastics industry, an industry that did not exist 25 years ago. Today, Tupperware is a worldwide organization responsible for the introduction of plastic food storage containers to millions of housewives in many countries throughout the world. The history of plastics began over 30 million years ago, when intense heat, natural chemical changes, and tremendous pressures created by the shifting of the Earth's crust formed the substance needed to make plastic, petroleum. From the seemingly desolate and parched regions of America's great Southwest, quality begins with the search for one of nature's vast stores of raw material, oil. The search is never-ending for the black gold which yields a rich and abundant harvest of byproducts. From depths as great as 2 miles, once considered useless ethane and propane are extracted from natural gas and pumped from vast storage wells at huge complexes like the Rexall El Paso natural gas operation in Odessa, Texas. The unseen vapor is compressed into a liquid and then heated to 1,500 degrees Fahrenheit in giant cracking furnaces. The intense heat separates the feedstock into various gaseous compounds. Now mostly ethylene, it is cooled, and through a myriad of pipes, swiftly and out of sight, it is compressed and chilled again. And finally, refracted. The virtually pure ethylene is then exposed to a catalytic agent, which actually changes the molecular structure of the gas into a solid, polyethylene. From the ground to the finished product, the process is never exposed to the atmosphere. Petroleum, the material that furnishes our industrial might, powers our cars, heats our homes, and generates our electricity. Hurled into the Holocaust of the Second World War, the growing scarcities of natural materials forced the mind of man into making substitutes, called synthetics. The test tube sped the development of the plastics industry into breathtaking acceleration, ultimately producing polyethylene, a thermoplastic. Developed as an insulating material, it had unheard-of qualities. It was unbreakable, odorless, tasteless, strong, and unaffected by most household chemicals or solutions. This magic substance made possible the creation of today's Tupperware. These Wonderlear bowls are just one of over 100 Tupperware items that are imaginatively designed and manufactured. Ideas for new Tupperware products are sent to the designers here at Branch River, Tupperware's research and development laboratory. Several comprehensive drawings are finished and sent to the office of John Ansley, president of Tupperware Company, where he confers with his staff on engineering, production, packaging, costs and utility of the product for each of the designs submitted. The product drawings are then sent to Tupperware's international headquarters in Orlando, Florida, where the Tupperware sales and marketing staff discuss the various designs at length to determine the utility and salability of the item. Following design approval, minor modifications are made and a finished product drawing is completed. From this drawing, a wooden mold is carefully made that will be an exact duplicate of the finished steel mold. A vacuum forming machine is then used to make, in plastic, a copy of the engineering design. The sample is hand-finished and then sent to the engineering department. Now it will be transformed into a seemingly endless list of engineering specifications and detailed drawings. When the design has been finalized, the task of building the mold begins. Mold making is very precise and delicate work, requiring years of experience from skilled craftsmen who make each part of the mold. The word Tupperware is engraved on the actual cavity of each mold, so that each item bears the proud name which is synonymous with quality the world over. The finished mold is polished by hand and will be assembled for testing on an actual production machine. The molten plastic will fill in the areas between these pieces, resulting in the formation of the completed mold. Once the mold is thoroughly tested, it will be sent to one of many Tupperware manufacturing operations throughout the world, such as the Tupperware facility at Wigan, England, that supplies Tupperware products to the United Kingdom, or our Belgian operation near Brussels, which furnishes Tupperware to European common market countries. This fast-growing plant is located at Fern Tree Gully near Melbourne, Australia. And this new facility supplies our Canadian market from Cowansville, Quebec. And our plant located at Okasaka, Japan supplies our Far Eastern consumers. Or the world's largest plastic housewares manufacturing plant located in North Smithfield, Rhode Island, which furnishes all the Tupperware sold throughout the United States and Puerto Rico, as well as for export to supplement the needs of overseas operations. Now the molding can begin. The new product is born. It will be sent to quality control for exhaustive tests and analysis. And if it passes inspection, it will be added to the regular production runs. The sprue is carefully removed and the mold inspected visually by the operator. The container is then placed on a rack for additional cooling. The seals will be made with another mold on a separate machine. Quality begins with the raw material used in the manufacture of Tupperware. Although the material has undergone rigid tests and is shipped to its destination in sealed cars, a sample will be tested once again before the car is unloaded. In our own quality control department, the pellets are checked against standards engineered for the products to be manufactured. Each individual Tupperware item uses different blends of material, having various properties of melt, weight, and specific gravity. If found acceptable, then the car is unloaded. Pumped from the car pneumatically, the pellets are transported through stainless steel pipe into giant storage silos, each holding over 100,000 pounds of plastic, but only enough to operate our plant for less than 5 days. From the silos, the material is blended automatically and piped into storage bins. Many Tupperware products are frosted crystal, a natural color. However, the addition of color to Tupperware items is accomplished by adding a precisely measured amount of pigment to a specific quantity of white pellets. The pigment is then mixed thoroughly with the pellets, creating the rainbow beauty of Tupperware. The pellets are then transferred to storage hoppers. From here, it is moved by forklift to the proper machine hoppers and unloaded, keeping a constant supply of raw material to each of the over 100 machines in the huge molding room below. The Tupperware plant is the largest injection molding operation in the world, covering an area of over 100,000 square feet. A heating core governs the flow of raw material into the mold. Cooling is then provided by the circulation of water through these hoses. A checklist is used to make over 100 individual adjustments to ensure the perfect production and function of the Tupperware product. The size of the product to be manufactured determines the size of the molding machine to be used. They range from doilies, gel and serves, to giant canisters. The safety bar, one of 3 devices installed on each machine for the protection of the operator, prevents the mold from closing as the finished product is removed. With this giant molding machine, controlled temperature cycles, and the force of over 20,000 pounds per square inch, the pellets are transformed into useful household food containers like this popular 50-ounce handolier. From the surgically clean mold, the items are placed on cooling racks, and the sprue, where the molten plastic entered the mold, is carefully removed. The operator then visually inspects the product for any one of nearly 30 possible defects, which would interfere with the delivery of quality housewares. Quality begins with preventive maintenance. Our telecontrol room constantly monitors each machine's operation. Information is compiled which enables skilled craftsmen to service the molding machines before serious failure occurs. Quality also begins with enough air conditioning to cool 700 homes, circulated by 18,000 gallon per minute pumps. The molds and molding room are maintained at even humidity and temperature for operator comfort and product uniformity. Tupperware quality is not an accident. Random samples are taken from every machine in the plant 12 times a day for testing by our quality control department. First, the famous Tupper seal is checked for leakage. Precise weight measurement ensures that only the exact amount of material is used in each mold. All products are checked for stress far exceeding that normally encountered in the home. And finally, All production runs are checked visually. Sometimes a product is found to have a defect so small it would escape unnoticed by the untrained eye, such as this carbon spot. But complete production runs have been scrapped for failing to measure up to the quality standards that homemakers throughout the world have come to expect. This reground material is used for a variety of other products that do not require the rigid quality control of Tupperware. Once Tupperware items are molded, some, like the measuring pitcher, are sent to the hot stamping department where color is added to the gradients. Safety is emphasized in all phases of the manufacturing operation, such as the dual electrical switches located on each side of the machine. The operator must use both hands to activate the hot stamping process. Gradients are also added to the mix and store pitcher. Salt and pepper shakers receive their markings too. Tupperware technicians are also ingenious when it comes to innovations in packaging equipment. This collator, designed and built by Tupperware employees, keeps thousands of tumblers moving in a constant flow from the molding room to the consumer. Since most of our products are food containers, every effort is made to keep the items hospital clean by minimizing direct handling in every manufacturing step. To increase quality and uniformity, our continuing research program has brought about innovations such as the Unimate. The Unimate was designed to remove Tupperware from molding machines automatically, allowing the operator more time to concentrate on quality inspection. This closure machine automatically couples the two portions of the seal used on items such as the spice shakers and the salt and pepper shakers. While machines perform intricate and difficult processes quickly and efficiently, they will never completely replace a pair of human hands. The measuring spoons, like the pastry pal, are assembled by hand carefully inspected and packaged. In the packing room, Tupperware items such as Wonderlear bowls are packaged in sets. Called nesting, this feature adds greater utility to the product as the homemaker is able to conserve storage space when the containers are not being used. The cartons are sealed not once, but twice to make doubly certain that storage is dust-free. IBM control cards are added to all cartons of Tupperware, allowing greater accuracy in inventory control and production scheduling. Data processing equipment is employed wherever possible, allowing orders to be processed at lightning-like speed. Over 100 Tupperware items are stored in the enormous 450,000 square foot warehouse, where Tupperware is stored in an endlessly rotating inventory of over 5 million items. Railroad cars and freight trucks are loaded daily to carry Tupperware to franchise distributors throughout the United States and Puerto Rico. After Tupperware is received at distributors' warehouses, it is first assembled, then packed into individual orders like this one for the thousands of independent Tupperware dealers who distribute Tupperware on the unique home party plan. Each Tupperware dealer repackages her orders for the individual consumer. Through Tupperware parties such as this, housewives discover the magic of Tupperware. A Tupperware hostess receives exciting gifts as a special thank you from the Tupperware dealer for allowing her to use her home and share her hospitality. The rewards of being a Tupperware dealer are many. At weekly distributorship assemblies, they share sales techniques with other dealers. Recognition is also given for past achievements. National sales and recruiting contests provide the opportunity to earn exciting gifts. The family of Tupperware distributors, managers, and dealers participate in activities such as Jubilee, a unique sales convention held in the United States each year. At Jubilee, top salespeople gather for classes, recognition, and fun.
My mama done told me. Gee, that's good. When I was in pigtails, my mama done told me, she told me, hun, we're having a party, a Tupperware party. We're gonna have us some fun. We'll get us a gold key. And Mama was right, we sold them that night, my friends, what a sight. They came from everywhere, Orlando to Delaware, to buy it. My mama done told me, by land and sea and air, they took our Tupperware to try it. My mama done told me, well, we got a gold key and unlocked the door, the Tupperware door, to opportunity. Tupperware, Tupperware, I love it.
song, one on each other. I said, hello, Dolly. You're still crowing, you're going strong. The room is swaying while the band is playing one of those favorite songs from way back then. So, holy gee, one more. Have a little faith in me, Dolly. Dolly won't ever go away. Dolly won't ever go away. Dolly won't go away again. Now, not yet, I'll tell you. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Hold it right there. I got something special I want to sing, so don't start clapping until I tell you when. When I go like this, you can clap. Now, I was sad when she left me. I thought she didn't care until I find out my Dolly was out selling Tupperware. Hey, hey, Dolly, don't go away again. Oh, yeah.
Which will it be? Elsie, stand up for
Jubilee are culminated by graduation. Jubilee represents the philosophy of sharing knowledge which has contributed to the worldwide growth of Tupperware. This philosophy is expressed by Hamer Wilson, president of Tupperware Home Parties.
The great accomplishments in Tupperware around the world are the sum total of the individual successes of people. These successes have been made possible by people unselfishly sharing their experiences and knowledge with others. We believe the most unique thing about our company is that every month, every year, we learn to understand and work better with each other. This philosophy of sharing and belonging makes us proud to be a part of the wonderful world of Tupperware.